Good day, Bermuda. I'm Jamila Lodge of the Bermuda Economic Development Corporation, and this is Mind Your Business, the show that brings you the latest information about starting and running a local business in Bermuda. Join us as we discuss the local business issues that are important to you. Today I have in the studio with me Joe Mahoney, the Executive Director of the Youth Entrepreneurship Initiative of Bermuda, and we're going to be talking about the TechAwards. Thank you, Joe. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Jamila.
Morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great. So TechAwards is one of the initiatives that you project coordinate. But before we get into that, tell me a little bit about the Youth Entrepreneurship Initiative.
Well, the Youth Entrepreneurship Initiative was formed in 2002 to bring best practices in youth enterprise education programs to Bermuda.
Okay. All right. So how's that been going?
It's been going well. Our signature program is called Biz Camps, and we've conducted those since 2002. We've had about 950 aspiring young Bermudian entrepreneurs come through the Biz Camp and
That's awesome.
earn their certification in writing a business plan.
Okay, so these are the future leaders of Bermuda. I'm hopeful.
We hope. I see a number of them around the community, and they all seem to be doing well.
Okay.
We tend to get very good kids. It's a summer program, so a young Bermudian who's going to choose to come and spend a week and a half, 2 weeks learning how to write a business plan tends to be a serious-minded young person.
Yes. Yeah. And do you know if any of those young Bermudians have gone on to start their own businesses?
Oh, they have, yes.
Great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
so what are some of the other key initiatives that you work with or partner on?
Well, we've been working with the government schools. Okay. We have a module in the middle school on a business plan writing curriculum, and we're hoping to expand that. We've had conversations with them this year to actually create modules for each of the 3 years of that program. Okay. So we're trying to expand the enterprise education there. We have also brought other programs to Bermuda. We'll talk about Global Entrepreneurship Week in a minute, but we are bringing the maker movement to Bermuda, so we're hoping to have a youth maker fair this year.
That's exciting. What exactly is that?
Well, a maker fair is trying to bring all of the things that work with young people around do-it-yourself projects. Now, that could be crafting or it could be coding. Okay. So it's from technology to hands-on. But the idea is to get them all under one roof at one time and allow people to come in and see what's available and maybe sign their children up for some of these great activities.
Well, that's very cool. So you mentioned Global Entrepreneurship Week, and we have partnered as the host committee, right, mm-hmm. along with the Department of ICT Policy and Innovation, which was e-commerce last year. So we've done that since 2008. What, it's been 10 years already?
It has been.
Are we aging ourselves?
Don't say that.
But it has been a pleasure working with you, and you primarily are the project coordinator for TechAwards, which is what we're going to talk a little bit about today. Right. So what exactly is TechAwards?
Well, TechAward is the recognition and celebration of all of the innovation and creativity that is in the tech community in Bermuda.
Okay. Well, that's exciting, and this is their 10-year anniversary, so there are probably quite a few companies that have won that award. Now, is it one award or are there several awards?
Well, since 2007, when it was first presented by the Department of ICT Policy and Innovation, then the Department of E-commerce, there have been 78 Tech Awards presented.
Wow.
So there used to be several categories. Those have been narrowed down and focused on the best international marketplace innovation, the best local marketplace innovation, the best new mobile app, and as always, the best youth technology program.
Right. Because you kind of want to have the whole spectrum, right? So you recognize it from international straight down to youth.
Correct.
Yeah, excellent. So this is 10 years of celebrating the Tech Awards. Are there any special things lined up for the celebration?
Well, the hope is that we can, the Tech Award Committee is inviting all past winners, all 78 of them, to a reception to be there for the presentation of the 2017 Tech Awards. So that will take place on Tuesday, November 21st, and there'll be a couple of nice activities relative to the 10th year anniversary during that program.
So this year, though, how if someone knows someone who's done something fabulous and think they should be nominated, what's the process for trying to get that information to you and to ICT?
The key of the Tech Awards is that they are nominated by the public.
Okay.
So the committee seeks nominations, solicits nominations from the public through their website. So anybody who knows of an innovative technology initiative, or anybody in a company who has embarked on a new technology innovation, they can go to the website, which is techaward.bm, and follow the instructions. It's a very simple application. You can nominate for one of the 4 categories, or you can nominate a project for any of the 3 categories. So the same project can be nominated
in each of the categories.
Okay,
that's pretty interesting. And has someone ever won the award for multiple categories?
No, they haven't. Interesting that we encourage that people would cross-pollinate the nomination, but I think we look to see where it best fits. And so the nominations come in, the committee evaluates them for meeting the best criteria, and then passes them on to a panel of judges. So there's a panel for each of the categories, and then the panel invites those who qualify in for interviews prior to then selecting who wins.
So they have to kind of pitch why they should get this Tech Award?
Yes, they come in and be interviewed by the panel. And
so what do the winners get?
They get recognition, they get notoriety in the community, and it's a big merit badge.
Okay, a merit badge. Is there any physical award that they get?
They get a trophy. They get a very nice trophy. That's
it wouldn't be an award without a trophy, right?
Right. And the trophy is from Dockyard Glassworks.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, they're very pretty. Yes. So, in your mind, from having coordinated the Tech Awards several years, what do you think one of the main advantages or key advantages is of being recognized as a Tech Award recipient?
Well, I think that the recognition carries with it a number of things. As I mentioned, it's a bit of a merit badge, but it's also a recognition of all the hard work and all of the innovation that the producers of the technical innovation have put into it. Right. So it's really a great heralding of their accomplishments. And it's also nice for Bermuda to be able to present these tech innovations to the community and to the world.
Right. I mean, I do think it's important, right? Technology is in everything we do. Can you even imagine life without a smartphone? I don't know what I would do. We didn't used to have them, but it just goes to show you that as technology advances, so do our requirements, I guess, for technology. So I think it is nice to be able to recognize those who are leaders, I guess, in locally, and who are making advances for us locally, but also on the international level. That's pretty impressive too.
Yeah, what's very impressive is the amount of international tech innovation there is in Bermuda. Okay. We're seeing a rather emerging category in fintech, financial innovations in the digital economy.
Yes.
And Bermuda has some leading edge candidates in that. Fintech has been at the top of the chart in the last 2 or 3 years, but also in the financial services community, which is really a core development phase in the Bermuda tech economy. So when those new innovations are created and presented, it's great to be able to recognize those and see where they fit in the global economy.
Yeah. I mean, some of the recipients have gone on and won awards outside of Bermuda, right?
Correct, yep. Yeah. Trunomi in particular has won international awards and has developed additional products to their initial identity encryption programs. So that's one example. Quo Vadis is another example going way back. Some of the other previous winners, Nova, Gateway, First Financial Services, etc., have all gone on and won additional awards within their industry focus.
Okay. So we were the catalyst, right?
Well, they may have won our reward first.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
That's what I mean. But that's really exciting to hear. And I know that, like I said, year, it's actually 10 years for TechAwards, as well as 10 years for us participating in Global Entrepreneurship Week. But the TechAwards has only been officially a part of Global Entrepreneurship Week. What has it been, 3-4 years?
I think we made the transition in 2014, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a great it was a great synergy. Global Entrepreneurship Week is about creation and innovation. So to put the innovation of the technology of the Tech Awards into the Global Entrepreneurship Week celebration made a lot of sense.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. And that's coming up in November. So we're really excited about that. We're definitely thrilled to see who's going to be nominated this year for the Tech Awards. Do you have any people in mind that you're hoping to see?
Well, we've seen a lot of new innovation in the community, so those will be nominated. And we hope that some things that may be just emerging from some of the companies will be nominated as well. I think it's very important for people to realize that between now and the end of October, they need to go to the website, techaward.bm, and submit their nominations and try and convince us that they are the top of the
game in the technology field. Well, I do thank you for coming and sharing a little bit about Tech Awards with us. And hopefully we'll get a chance to speak with a recipient after our break. But again, I want to say thank you for joining me this morning. And I look forward to working with you on GEW and this 10-year anniversary that we're celebrating.
I do too. It's been a blast, and this year should be a great one.
Yes. Thanks again.
Thanks, Jamila.
No problem. Again, this is Mind Your Business. I'm your host, Jamila Lodge. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
How do you get inspired? Join BEDC on Mind Your Business to find out how entrepreneurs get inspired to start up their businesses, whether online or brick and mortar. Be part of the startup movement that can help you to start up the next great business idea. Tune in weekly to Mind Your Business, because if you don't, who will?
Welcome back to Mind Your Business. I'm your host, Jamila Lodge, and joining me now is the Director of ICT Policy and Innovation, Dr. Marisa Stones. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So we did get a chance to speak with Joe Mahoney, the project coordinator for Tech Awards. And so we are aware the nominations are opening, and we're excited about that. But from your perspective as the lead sponsor of this initiative, why are the Tech Awards important for Bermuda?
The Tech Awards are important for Bermuda because you have to recognize the great works of the companies and individuals who are doing innovative things, and in essence putting Bermuda on the map when it comes to the technologies that they're offering in the community.
Well, I would agree with that. I mean, we want to recognize people for the hard work and their achievements. What are some of the more memorable awards that have been given out over the years?
I mean, there are quite a few because of the categories. We've had many categories over the years. Now we're down to 4 categories.
Okay.
The most meaningful categories, I think you can say. In International Innovation of the Year, for example, we had the Hollywood Walk of Fame that had been tested in Bermuda on Front Street.
Okay.
So it built by local developer and such, but it was an internationally used application that is currently in use for the Hollywood Walk of Fame right now. So that was definitely memorable because Bermuda is a great place to test a concept and then scale it to something that can be used globally. Locally, there are so many that we could mention. Bermuda Aerial Media is a great example with their drone technology and the video and pictures that they are able to offer. Alexander Mosher, she was recognized, I believe, in e-commerce category when we did have that category a few years back. We used to have Best Interactive Experience, and so we had Tour de Turtles through, I believe that was Conservation Services, where the turtles are tagged and you can go to the website and see where they are swimming between Bermuda and whether it's the Caribbean or Florida and such. So that was quite nice. And then, of course, the student category is always fascinating. We've had a student from BHS, Ariel Kaplan, a few years ago. She had created the theater booking system for the school.
Okay.
So whenever you go to a theater production at BHS, a student developed that ticket booking system. And then last year we had Jakari Renfro. He was nominated by BIOS as their intern for that summer, and he actually was able to present to the panel of judges what he did during the summer, and they decided that he should get it for 2016.
Awesome. I mean, those, you don't think, when you think technology, you don't think that it's that far reaching. Mm-hmm. So I think, I mean, it's great to be able to celebrate and to bring some recognition around what's happening locally. I mean, technology is here to stay.
Very much so.
And I think being able to recognize the achievements that we are making locally is a wonderful thing. Now, this year we're celebrating TechAwards, 10 years of the TechAwards, which is really exciting. Are there any special plans in place to highlight that achievement?
Well, there will be a cocktail party around the TechAwards 2017 event, and inviting winners from previous years, which will be quite fascinating. I think that we will be doing some press around some of those past winners to see what they're doing now. And there may or may not be a special award. So
we'll have to wait and see.
We will see what happens.
Okay. But that's exciting, though, to hear. Like you went over how many people had won and the different things they had won for, or what the categories they won for. So to be able to see them again and where they are now and what developments they've made, I think will be great. One of the local innovations that you mentioned was at Bermuda Aerial Media. I think is exciting because they've also gotten international recognition in some of the other competitions. So even though they won for the local, they're still being able to scale and outside of Bermuda, which is really exciting.
And then even with the local applications, you will find that the companies are then motivated to create more and do, additional innovations so that they can be nominated again and considered. So there are many winners who have won more than once, because they've developed the next new thing. And we like that they're encouraged to continue. So if you look back to our first years where we didn't have very many nominations. In fact, we were out there in the community literally begging people to have somebody to nominate somebody. And now, once you open the nominations, you have people they've been preparing almost all year to be able to put things forward. And it's usually their customers and such that are nominated them, or in the youth category, their teachers, administrators, and such. So it's really good because you have people who support them, who want to see them recognized, and that's really good.
And that's what you want, right?
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, you could always nominate yourself.
You can nominate yourself, and there have been those that have done that because, of course, there are, particularly with the International Innovation of the Year, there may not be very much information out there about that technology because they may not have done press releases, or they're doing something that helps to make their business more efficient. So the only way we would know is if they nominate themselves. But local innovation in particular, you'll find that it's usually local customers and clients that want to see them recognized because they are offering an excellent service.
Yeah. I remember one year, I don't want to date myself, but it was way back, probably when it started. But Darren De Silva won a Tech Award, remember? And he's a water truck provider. So for suiting up his truck and making it where you can use online payments and take payments online, and that was a big deal for local, right?
Still use them, and you just
this
send a
is
text.
What I'm saying.
Just send a text and he comes to your house.
That's what I'm saying. So I do think that it's well done on you and your department for conceiving these awards and for recognize our local talent, because it is important. So based on everything that you said, how do you see the Tech Awards impacting local business and technology? Now, you mentioned that people are clamoring now to nominate themselves or get nominated for the Tech Awards, but in terms of advancements, I guess, in technology, do you feel like the Tech Awards are sort of a catalyst for that?
I see them in a catalyst in two parts.
Okay.
Particularly on the local side, it becomes part of a continuum. We're involved in so many aspects of the development of businesses, and this is sort of like a goal to work towards.
Okay.
So, we're involved in the tech pitch, part of the rocket pitch. We're involved in Startup Weekend. We're involved in Inspire Business, all initiatives to get people started.
Right.
But then you have Tech Awards here at the end, where these are businesses that are existing, they're running, they are in the community, they are doing good works, and they're being recognized. So it's something to work towards. And from that perspective, the only way you're going to be recognized is that you're going to have to do something spectacular. You are going to have to be innovative. You're going to have to do something where people want to nominate you. And then, of course, you're going to have to get up in front of a panel of judges and explain to them why what you're doing is excellent, and why that you should be recognized with a Tech Award. So from that perspective, I think that it's a great goal to work towards, and therefore it's encouraging people to continue to innovate. On the other side, and particularly as you look at the International Innovation of the Year, it allows Bermuda to play on an international stage. And what are they doing to, whether it be set the standard or develop a new area or take what is unique about Bermuda and make it available to the world.
Right.
And in many cases, how can you use Bermuda as a place to test that concept and then hone it to be able to serve broader audiences and such. So, First Atlantic Commerce has been able to do it, Trunomi has been able to do it. It's just phenomenal, those international innovations of the year. And then even the, who they're competing against,
Right.
It is just, the best of the best if you think about it, with whether it be in reinsurance companies in that category or software developers and such. They are doing such amazing things.
Well, look, I am really excited about this 10-year celebration because, again, you get to bring all of those people back in the same room and say, where are you now? What are you doing now? What other advancements have you made? And then, as you mentioned, your department you touch them at each level of development. So it's almost like you're raising up a child, for lack of a better word.
Good way to put it.
Yeah. I think we can all relate to that. But it's exciting to see. I would agree with you that you can take a business from conception, right? And then support them through the idea, rocket pitch tech, and then hopefully that business at the end of the day gets celebrated for their technological advancements and their achievements. So that's wonderful to see. We need to do an infographic to see.
That would be a good way
to see, right?
do it graphically.
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked about Tech Awards. You mentioned, Inspire eBusiness as one of the initiatives. Are there any other tech-related initiatives that your department are involved in that you are wanting people to know about?
Well, we are involved in cyber tips, and while many adults may have heard about cyber tips, students probably know about cyber tips quite a bit because we do go into the schools, and whether it's talking to the individual grade levels or going into assemblies or talking to PTAs, we like to share information about cyber safety and encouraging good digital citizenship. And that is, that netiquette, I guess you can say, is always
write that down.
It's always a good foundation, ultimately as these students, go and do more and more with technology. And who knows, they may be the next tech entrepreneur coming down the pipeline. But we need to, and we go all the way down to the really little ones, all the way through to the those that are graduating, who have probably even more to think about because of the fact that in applying for scholarships and applying for to go to university and such, their digital footprint is being viewed by those that are considering them. So it's something to think about.
It is definitely something to think about, and shoot, I mean, you're touching them at all levels, I think, right from the start as best practices, best behavior, and how do you translate that throughout.
And we do seniors as well with Safer Internet Day, which usually takes place every February, and we spend a day with our community partners such as the police and the Bermuda National Library and insurance companies and such, and we provide tips and some interaction for the seniors because they're using technology more and more, and we need to ensure that they're safe.
Right.
But we also want to ensure that they know that they can do so very much with the technology, whether it be accessing music or books or movies and such. So, we want to encourage the use of technology, but ensure that people are safe when they're using it as well.
All right. Well, who knows? They might be the next Tech Award recipients. So 2019, 20, and all of that. But I do want to thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you taking some time out to explain how the department is involved with the Tech Awards, and hopefully people are moved to nominate because nominations are open, and we definitely look forward to celebrating that 10-year landmark with you this year. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you for joining us today on Mind Your Business. If you have questions, contact the BEDC at 292-5570 or email us at info@bedc.bm. And remember, if you don't mind your business, who will? I'm Jamila Lodge, and thanks for joining us.